Tekken, Tekken, Tekken. So, fun fact, I never played a Tekken game. No, as long as I've been gaming and playing fighting games, I just never got into the series. I was always a Capcom Street Fighter player. But something about Tekken 8 really just caught my attention, so recently the demo for Tekken 8 dropped, so why not? Let's give it a shot. So as soon as you boot up the demo, you're greeted by this beautiful scene with Jim and Kazuya fighting in the rain, which really hypes you up to play the game. And since this is a first impression video, I decided to jump straight into the fray. For this video, I didn't jump into the story mode because I really wanted to experience the gameplay of Tekken and not really worry about the lore. If I decide to pick this game up, I will play it fully and then sure, we can dive into it. But I really just spent most of my time in the arcade and versus battles. First off, the presentation is top notch. The look of the game is simply beautiful. The character details, the special effects, and the sound when you land combos, it all feel and looks great. I also really dug the music here as well. Since I'm not really big on the Tekken series, I never was aware of how good the music was. But now that I think about it, most fighting games have a pretty nice OST, so that's always a plus. Getting into the game itself, I immediately jumped into the versus mode with the CPU, and honestly, it felt really good to play. Now for those who watch my channel and play prior Tekken games, I'm curious of how accessible 8 feels in comparison to other games in the series. But I was able to pretty much pick it up and go, and with each match, I felt myself getting better at landing combos and mastering the heat mode and more. This may be due to my experience with fighting games in general, but I have to admit, Tekken feels really good to play. I love how hard the hits feel and sound. When you land a nice blower combo, I really feel like I rocked their joints, so yeah. The demo allows you to pick from 4 characters: Jin, Kazuya, Paul, and Nina. I found my favorites in Jin and Kazuya, however I felt that I was putting in work with Nina as well. I practiced a bit with the CPU on medium and eventually winning matches with the CPU on extra hard, so I definitely got a nice feeling for the controls and look forward to getting more practice in and finding that one character that I'm going to stick with. So after playing Versus for a while, I ended up discovering Arcade Quest, which is an interesting mode and kind of like a sub-story mode where you play as a kid moving up in the ranks of Tekken on the arcade scene. I found this to be pretty cool, and this mode kind of acted like a tutorial, which is helpful for new players such as myself. You learn about how each button controls a limb and how there are different types of blocks, area combos, the heat mode, and more. I think this is a great mode. Since this is a first impressions video, I'll keep it short, but Tekken 8 is definitely looking like a buy for me once the game is released. I enjoy what I played and can't wait to see what else the game has in store. Tekken 8 is set to be released on January 24th, 2024. So let me know in the comments if you have any plans on purchasing the game and what are you looking forward to the most. Thank y'all all for watching, and I'll see you next time.